Hi guys, James and I are here today to talk to you because you came to our gym to sign up for a body transformation course, and we think now is an ideal opportunity leading up to Christmas to focus your efforts to get the best return on your investment, and that's a monetary investment and an investment of your time. So to start off, James is going to talk to you about the original reason that you came to us in the first place.
So the 12-week transformation, Strong and Sassy, is based on exercise and nutrition. Now, you signed up for multiple different reasons, really. We have people here wanting to lose weight, we have people here just want to get stronger, people want to get fitter, and what we need to do is narrow down into your why. So what I want you to do over the next, what will be
7 weeks?
7 weeks,
yeah.
And over the next couple of days, is to have a look at your reasons. So there's an exercise we're going to give you between now, which is Tuesday, and Thursday morning, and Rob will collect these from you on the session, or obviously come to the evening one then, is I want you to get a piece of paper and draw a big circle in the middle of it. Hopefully this will come out on the camera. And in the middle you're going to write your why. Okay, what does that mean? Could mean simple as lose weight, could be get stronger, could be get fitter. I don't know. We know, some of you a bit more detail, but you will really know the detail of this. So once you've found out the main reason, we're going to draw some spider's legs off this, and I want you to get into the nitty gritty of that. So what does that look like? Why do I want to lose weight? If it was for me, I'll look better. Yeah, there's a reason. But why do I want to look better? Is it for myself, for my partner? Do I want to find a partner? Could be multiple reasons. Could just be to feel better. Yeah. Could be to have more energy. Could be to be more motivated, to get up and go, more vigour. I don't know. And this is an exercise for you. I want you to be really detailed. And once you've got look better, maybe ask the why question again. Why do I want to look better? Do I want to wear an outfit that is another dress size, or maybe not me, not a dress size anyway, smaller at the Christmas party? This is what we need to find out. So I want you to do this exercise. Then on the flip side, I want you to, remember that red, Will?
Certainly, yeah.
Is write what's going to happen and how you're going to feel at Christmas when you look back at this and go, oh, I didn't put the effort in, I didn't lose weight. I'm going to feel pretty terrible. Terrible. I haven't lost weight. I still have to wear the dress. There's me again wearing a dress. That's the wrong size, etc., etc., etc. How are you going to feel on the flip side if nothing changes and you haven't applied these principles that we're going to go through now? So on Thursday, thanks for that, one piece of A4, big circle on one side, all the pros and the reasons why you're here, and the detail on the other side. What if you don't achieve that? How bad potentially that may feel? Okay, so
don't forget to put your name on it, and I think you're going to enjoy this exercise, and it adds a level of accountability just for you as well, not to us only, but to you as well. So there's different aspects of our 12 weeks and training. We were obviously, you turn up for training 4 sessions a week if you can, which is great. And the nutrition part we talk about. And this is the one bit I'm going to just quickly go on. And we covered this in a recent nutrition talk we did. So we have a continuum, being a posh word, or a train track is probably a bit more user-friendly, of results, I call it. Yeah, and this is where some people are, and this is the results they're heading towards. And if I was to draw some lines on there, and we're talking about nutrition now, is we've got a starting point, and I would say this is not watching what I'm eating. Yep.
So some of you are there, some of you aren't. A general population is quite often in this arena here. So how can we make a step forward and get on this train track and start moving ourselves towards the end goal, which is the best results? So how can we do that, and what are the stages to get there? Tracking everything from fibre, macros, calories within 5% is so far away for some people that it's not going to be achievable. So I'm going to stick that, and I'm going to write 5% up at that end, okay? That's going to get you super duper results, but might not be where you are right now. So what can we do? First stage is probably, let's just start a food diary. Yep. Not looking at the volume, not looking at how much you're eating or should be eating. Just start writing down daily what you are eating. Us then, Rob and myself and Dan and Kevin, can have a look at that for you and start to analyse and give you some suggestions on moving a packet of crisps out for a replacement or something like that. Absolutely. Simple as that. That is another step along from not watching what I'm eating. The next stage would be to just track portion size, okay? And that's easy. We'll give you a hand, I'll put portion hand, a hand guide. And that's just another thing, literally you just use your palm of your hand for protein, 2 fists for vegetables, a cupped hand for carbohydrates, and a thumb for your fat content. Dead easy, you don't need to weigh anything or anything like that, just literally eye it up on the plate and guess if, because we all have different sizes, Rob's hands are bigger than mine, he's taller than me. And but if you're a smaller female, then you have smaller hands, so your hands are actually in relation to your body size. From there, I might actually start to move along a path and track just protein. And we've given you all targets for this, so you can work that out and just track that one macronutrient, which is super important. Then you might move along and track protein and calories. So that's 2 things to track. Then this one in here, doesn't fit in there, is all macros. So as you can see, we don't mind where you are on that line, as long as you're doing one of the line. Yeah, one of the stages. I think it's important that if this is too much for you, don't do nothing, take it back a stage and move it along and going forward. So that's one thing that we want to focus you to focus on over the next 7 weeks in the build up to Christmas. Find a place on the line, do that 100%, and if you're comfortable, move along when you're ready.
Yeah. And you can employ the same method with other aspects that fill out your day to try and achieve your goals. So we've got your food here. We can also look at exercise. So there's your continuum for your exercise. Let's just stop the line there. So there's the start of your continuum, and there's not exercising, okay? And here is you coming every 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and absolutely leaving everything in the gym, working really, really hard, listening to all we have to say, making the changes that we suggest. Okay, so again, that will be the best results possible. So first step will be, let's say, turning up and doing the warm-up. Okay. For some people that is quite a big step because they may have done no exercise until now. And as you know, when you first started your functional patterns warm-up, after what was probably the first 20 minutes, because that's how long it took you, you were blowing a gasket and thinking, this is really hard, how am I possibly going to carry on with the weights these guys have now got in mind for me? After a week or so, it gets a bit easier to the point where you're all now knocking out your functional patterns warm-up in about 10 or 11 minutes, okay? So, you've progressed from there, that's good. Next, we'll be following the program, okay? So, doing the prescribed exercises. After that, we might have constantly looking at the weights that you're using. So, are you working out doing your squat but talking your way through, or are you actually really having to try hard to finish that last rep? You know, when you're doing 4 sets of 8 to 10? Are you only just getting to 8, or maybe getting to 10 and thinking, oh, I can do a few more? Okay, so if you're asking yourselves those questions and changing the weight to accommodate that, then we are, let's say, challenging ourselves. Challenging ourselves, okay? And the continuum goes on to the point where you are keeping a very accurate diary, okay? Because don't forget, I do have a chance to see your diaries. I go into the little shelf and have a look. And some people are very, very meticulous about what they write down, and they might do 1 set out of 3 at a certain rate, and then the next set they're going to change the weight, and so that's recorded. Other people, I've noticed, don't even record some of the weights. So that links back to the food diary, okay? It gets you in a pattern of behaviour, of wanting to monitor how you're improving, and then having documentation to prove that. And it also helps us, because I can say to you, what weight were you on last week for deadlift, and you can look at that very easily. So again, different steps for your exercise in the gym. So that's another facet of your day to help you get your results.
Then there's a couple more things like, which we all struggle with sometimes, and this is the sleep. Sleep's super duper important, especially for you early risers. Ladies getting here at 6 in the morning, that is fantastic commitment. If there's a commitment continuum, you'll be dropping off the end over there, because for people to get up at 5 in the morning and come training regularly, that is fantastic. I can't emphasise that enough. That is super commitment. But you guys need to make sure that you're getting your sleep right, yeah, because we want you turning up and refreshed. So, and this would be on a big sliding scale, 2 hours to 8 hours of sleep, and the digits along that line. The more you get, the better you're going to be. Yeah,
definitely. And we can tell when you haven't, because maybe you haven't got that springy step when you walk in, or it just shows. So and that goes for us as well. It's important for us here to get our sleep as well. This all applies to us too if we have goals to hit.
Yeah. And then good one is water.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do that with my hand in that position.
Right.
Again, water. This is 0, which a 1-to-1 client, a new one in Samex actually reported 0 water per day, just a couple cups of coffee. I thought that was interesting.
Nice.
Super duper dehydrated, almost like a sultana. And this is 2 to 3 litres. Again, the more you have, appropriate for you, the better you're going to be, the better the reassessments are going to be, the scales, your muscles are 70% water. Can't stress that enough. Only a couple of percent of dehydration equals 5 to 10% lack in performance in the gym. It's been proven hundreds and hundreds of times that if you're dehydrated, your performance in the gym will suffer. Not only that, your fat burning ability will suffer. Everything, brain function, everything is relied on keeping hydrated and keeping ourselves. I'm sure there's a thing where if you're on a desert island, you can live without water food without for a couple of weeks, but water is literally days.
2.5, 3 days.
Yeah. So you're a goner. So this should be, these are all equally important. It's just getting yourself somewhere on this scale.
Yeah. So there are other aspects to your day as well. There's also a non-exercise.
Non-exercise activity.
Yeah.
It's you're training in the morning. Get out from the office, not only just for your exercise, but just for your mental relaxation. At lunchtime, go for a 20-minute walk if you can. After work, cycle to and from work is a good one. If you've got a dog or something like that, after your evening meal, get out there, 20-minute walk. Even if you haven't, just get out of the house, go for it. We've got some beautiful light, like sunny mornings, things like that. So it's worthwhile getting out there and doing that.
Another one quickly, your activity on our Facebook page. There's a lot of information on the Facebook page, and you're only going to find it if you go on there and look at it and look at the posts that we put on there quite regularly. There's tips and advice that go on there, both from myself, James, from Sophia, and the other trainers. So if you don't check Facebook, you're not going to be privy to that, so you'll be blissfully unaware. Today we've had a few people post some food suggestions. I think it was Chloe and Abigail posted some really good ideas for food, and that makes you feel like you belong more on the course. Also, sharing of knowledge is great. Someone else might not have the same idea as you, but seeing something that you've posted up there, like a great menu or a way to prep your meals and plan your week for your food, might just prompt them and get them thinking a bit outside the box. So that's really important as well.
So you may look at this and go, oh, I want to do it all, but I can't do it all, and that is cool. But start doing some of it. Yeah, obviously, don't think anybody on here is down is it? We're in here.
Yeah.
If I was to draw myself on this chart, this is how it would look. I would be here. Unfortunately for me, because of the way my work pattern is, and this is like 5 hours, which is not good, and I'm honest about that, would be here and here, and it would look something like that.
Yeah, okay.
I've been on some of you ladies who came to the diet talk, I've been on a body fat mission for 2.5 months now, so I've been tracking my macros significantly, been exercising 4 times a week. Sleep is suffering, and it shows. It's not something I'm proud of. I'm not Margaret Thatcher who can live on 4 hours a night, believe me. And then water I'm pretty good at. Okay, if there was a caffeine thing here, it might go like that. But it looks a bit like that, and that's something you can do yourself where you think you may be in regards to all of these stages. Yeah.
It's a good exercise because, I'm thinking, looking at James's line of how mine would be slightly different. I think mine would be more like that at the moment, and then similar down there. But actually seeing that it's good. It's a little wake-up call for me because I've got goals. I've got an overall aim, which is over here somewhere. All these lines lead to my goal. But if I've got a line that's short, so my sleep is just as bad as James's, so let's just wipe it off there, okay? That's a distance I'm not making up. And I've got day after day after day after day after day, that's as James, where we haven't got enough sleep. So after 30 days in the average month, we are so short of our goal for sleep. And we might be short of our goal for water by that much. And being active on Facebook and so on and so forth. James is really quite there with his food up here. So in terms of the overall result, the reason why you came here, let's say it's to achieve a certain body fat percentage or a dress size or trouser size, whatever it might be, it's good to realise that if you've got a bendy line with some really big sort of peaks and troughs in it, that you might not necessarily meet your overall goal, but it's good to know why. And that means knowledge is power, so you know what you need to change. We know what James and I need to change according to this line, which is our sleep mainly. We need to push that sleep out to near 8 hours. That would solve quite a few issues for us, wouldn't it? Yeah. So knowledge is power. Don't be scared of it. It's good to identify our weaknesses and move forward from there.
Yeah. And then it's about bringing the average up. Okay, it's not about being 100% on everything.
No.
If I move this to here, my curve is getting closer to the results by 1 hour. Yeah, of sleep. I'm not looking to go 8 hours tomorrow night. It's not going to happen. So what if I can get 6? Potentially, if I go to bed earlier, don't watch the evening news, I can get that 6th hour. So why don't I give myself a smaller short-term goal of committing to that?
Yeah.
With the food tracking, and I know this is a sticking point, go for the food diary if you're not tracking anything at the moment. That's the easiest thing, just write it down.
At least we can then you can bring it into us and we can go through it with you very simply, very quickly, and just give you some hints about how to improve it and what your different food choices are doing for you with regards to your goals, okay?
So there we are. I hope that was some good information there for you. So your task for the next 48 hours is write down your why you're here. This is personal to you and it won't be shared with anybody. It's just for yourself and us as trainers, so we can really help you and dig down deep and make sure You've got a window now from now to Christmas, 7 weeks roughly, to really, really dig in deep and push to get some super results by Christmas. We really want you to succeed and become, have a really awesome experience. And doing that exercise will help us do that for you. So we'll see you in the groups.
Yep.
Yeah, Rob will see you on Thursday, and we look forward to seeing some posts and keep the recipes coming on Facebook. Appreciate that, and we'll catch you all soon.
All right.